Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I put UI designs into stock images basically. So if you have like an image that has a phone or a laptop or a tablet or whatever, and you're trying to like put a UI design into that image to make it look realistic or whatever, I'm going to basically show you how I achieve it. Alright, so the first thing I do is I actually generate the image that I want using AI. Right, so these are some images that you can use for this tutorial. I'm actually going to drop these images for you guys in the description box so you can download them and practice along with me. Alright, so these are the images, and if you notice something that's coherent with all of them, when I was generating it I made sure that the screen is white. Right, if you look at all of them, the screen is white, and the reason I did it that way is because so that I can make the selection easy, right? Because I'm going to select that screen, so once it's white it's going to allow me to select easily. Alright, so without talking too much, let me just jump right in and show you how I actually achieve this. Alright, so I'll just paste them in. Alright, I'll paste them in. So we're going to start with this one. This one actually blew up on X. I don't know why it blew up, but it shall blow up. So we're going to start with that. So I'm going to find the UI design first of all. Let me see where I kept it. I think inspirations. Where is the UI design? Alright, so it's right here. Alright, so this is the image, right? So the first thing is you have your image. What I do first of all is I select my magic wand tool and I just click on the white area, and you can see with a single click a selection has been made. Once that selection is made, I press Ctrl J to make a duplicate. Right, you're not going to see it, but if you hide the background you can see this white. Right, that's the duplicate of the screen. Alright, so let me bring back the background. So once we have that duplicate, the next thing I do is I bring in my UI design. Alright, I bring it in. So this is the UI design. What do I use it to do? I actually select my rectangle tool and I draw a rectangle that is the exact same size of the UI design. Right, so let me hide this so you can see what we are doing. So I make sure that the rectangle is the exact same size with the UI design. Once I have that, I can now delete the UI design. Let me unhide this. So once I have that rectangle, I'll right click on it and I'll create not a clipping mask, I'll convert it to a smart object. Yeah, I'll convert it to a smart object. So once it's a smart object, I'm going to press Ctrl T. I'll right click and choose distort. Once I've chosen distort, I'll now start moving the anchor points to match the screen. Right, I'll start moving the anchor points to match the screen. Right, so that's what I'm just doing, trying to make sure it matches. I'll press OK, then I'll reduce the opacity or the fill so that I'll see what I'm doing, and I'll press Ctrl T again. I'll select rectangle, press Ctrl T, and then let me zoom in a bit. So your job here is to just make sure that what you're transforming, after pressing Ctrl T, I'll select distort again. Alright, so your job is to just make sure that you are distorting it in such a way that it fits the screen. Basically, just make sure it fits the screen. Okay, so now I think this is okay, so I'll press good and I'll increase the opacity to 100. Once I've increased the opacity, I'll right click and I'll create a clipping mask, and you can see it has been clipped into the phone. Right, so once you've created that clipping mask, you double click on that rectangle and this window is going to open. Once this window is open, you come in here and you drag your UI design and you paste it here. Now you will notice that the UI design is the exact same size as the rectangle. Why? Because we initially used the UI design to create the size of the rectangle. I don't know if that makes sense. So once you have that, you press Ctrl S to save, press Ctrl Shift W to go back, and just like that we have our UI design in our phone. right? It's that simple. So I'm going to do, okay, I don't think there's any need to do this one because it's the same step, right? But I'm just going to do the laptop. Even the laptop is the same steps, but let me just do it to reinforce the knowledge. So like I said, the first thing is to select your magic wand tool, click on it, click on the screen, a selection will be made, press Ctrl J to duplicate that selection, right? Then you're going to bring in your UI design. So this time is a laptop, so we need like a screen. So let me go and find any screenshot of my screen that I have taken before. Okay, let me use this. All right, so I'm going to use this. All right, then I'll select my rectangle tool and I'll create a rectangle. Let me hide this. I'm trying to make sure that the rectangle is the same size as this screenshot. Right, so once you have that, you can now delete the screenshot, unhide this, then make sure that convert the rectangle to a smart object. Once it's a smart object, press Ctrl T, right click and select distort. Before doing that, reduce the fill so you can see what you're doing. Then right click, select distort, then make sure that it fits to the screen. You can zoom in to see what you're doing. Just try to fit the rectangle to the screen. Okay. Fit it to the screen. Alright, so once you feel you've done a good job, you can press OK, increase the opacity, right click and create a clipping mask, then double click on that rectangle, then you import the screenshots. It's going to fit perfectly. Press Ctrl S to save, press Ctrl Shift W to go back, and just like that we have put in the image into the screen. Alright, so I hope this was pretty straightforward and I hope you understood what I have explained. Alright, if you got any value from this, I'd like you to like this video, drop a comment, tell me what you learned, tell me what video you'd like me to make, and share this video with a designer that you think will benefit from this. And of course, subscribe to this channel because I'll be dropping more amazing content like this. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.